Who has sex like this and then he's underneath me
Who
just...
doesn't? That's
right.
what I wanted.
I was a fucking Charlotte and Charlotte's Web on this goddamn garden tub, and I think it was a position, him pounding me like it did, it just popped my cherry. Yeah.
Like you have a cherry. Hi, I'm Sylvia Sage.
And I'm Wesley Woods.
Welcome back to another episode of
Sexy.
Funny.
Raw. I wanted to change it up and see what you would do. I knew that that was not prepared.
No, I totally vibe with it. But you're like, bro, just a little bit.
Just a
I
little
feel
bit.
like that was like a, you remember the game? Well, it's not a game, but just a tip.
Hold on, no, what? But I do know that game.
Okay, right. Like, that just reminds me when you were like, bro, I was like, oh, just maybe just a tip it, just to see how it feels.
Just the tip.
I loved that game.
Yeah.
I knew I was never gonna like deny them, but I was like, it's a fun game to try.
Perhaps play a little game called Just a Tip. Just for a second, just to see how it feels. Or, ouch, ouch, you're on my hair.
Okay.
Do you remember how exciting that was to like be with somebody new and then be like,
What? What do you mean? You don't do that no more?
no.
You're like, no, they're all
My
coworkers
sex
at
life
this
is
point.
so boring now. There's nothing exciting to my sex life anymore. It's so, like I know exactly what's going to happen up to the fucking position I'm about to be in.
Yeah.
It's so boring.
So planned out. I get you.
Nobody gives me butterflies. I want butterflies.
Really? No?
Yeah, I want to feel butterflies and be like, oh, I can't wait to kiss him. Now I'm like.
That's such a good feeling to have too.
Now I'm like, are we gonna kiss in this scene? Is it call for kissing?
Do I want to kiss
Yeah.
you?
Does their breath smell weird?
I know. Did
Do
they drink
smoke
last night?
cigarettes?
Oh god, that's the
Yeah.
worst.
I mean, I used to smoke cigarettes, so I can't say anything about it, but it's gross.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Okay. Well, that's not what we're talking about today. Anyway.
No, but I mean, I'm glad that you brought it up because cigarette breath is nasty.
It is gross. What are we talking about today?
Mishaps in porn shoots? Bloopers?
Porn bloopers. Let's
Yeah.
call it
Porn bloopers. And of course, like, you could take bloopers and just turn it into poopers. Like, that's absolutely...
Porn 101.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always poop.
There's always some sort of poop blooper. Yeah, it's really hard to do anal on a camera in HD. Like, there's no room for error. Even when I'm clean, you know that butter juice that just runs down your leg?
Ooh, girl, I call that booty do.
And it's just that slight shade of brown, but it's not,
Not
really
even
poop.
brown. It's not even brown. It's like a yellow
milky-
mucus. Ooh, I love that.
Yeah.
It's hot.
And then you just feel it running down your leg, and
Oh
somebody's
my-
like, can we get a wipe? And I'm like, oh, what's happening? I thought it was just
wow.
real wet. And they're like, yeah, it's also disgusting. So.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
I had a dangerous blooper one time, and that's why like my nails right now are short, but when you do girl on girl stuff, you usually have to like look at their nails and make sure everything's safe. And I did slice the back of a girl's throat one time. It was supposed to be like a rough scene, and I'm pretty sure it was for Brazzers. And so I'm like, I've got my whole fist in her mouth, and I'm like shoving them down her throat. And my nail must have caught something and slit her throat. And then all of a sudden she's like spitting up blood. And she's like, bleh, bleh, bleh. And I'm like, oh no. So they cut the scene. She just like mouthwashed and came right back to set. She was so much a trooper.
So many things going on in
Yeah.
that story. First off, you're playing sock puppet with her mouth?
For sure, yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, the scene was like that she had like slept with my husband. I found out about it, so I was like angry at her. So it's like an angry fuck, you know? But it was like really like I fucked her up, and I didn't even mean to.
Yikes.
I'm a hell of an actress.
I love that she's just like, let me just throw some mouthwash on it.
And came back, and she was like, "Yeah, let's go." And I'm like, "Team this girl." I don't remember her name, but she was blonde.
That she's delirious. She's foaming at the mouth.
I've bled on 2 or 3 dicks. Diego Sands, Cliff Jensen are the 2 right off the top
Do
of
you
my
think it's
head.
because their dicks are big? Is that what you think?
I think it was the position I was in with Diego Sands. I was hovering like on a garden tub like this, you know, because who has sex like this and then he's underneath
Who
me just...
doesn't? That's
Right.
what I wanted.
I was a fucking Charlotte and Charlotte's Web on this goddamn garden tub, and I think it was a position, him pounding me like it did, it just popped my cherry. Yeah.
Like you have a chair.
And then Cliff Jensen's just such a big dick, and then you put a condom on it, and it was just like...
I don't like condoms. They're too rough, and they grab and they tear.
I'd like to return these Magnum condoms. Guys like me need bigger condoms. Do you sell a bigger size? I don't think so, man. Dang.
Both of them were condom scenes, too.
Condoms are like, it's
dangerous.
Like rape. It's like rape to the inside of your vagina.
God, what are we saying?
I'm sorry. I know you should have safe sex, but also just get tested.
Well, and you can also have safe sex without having condoms.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Or just go
Or go get tested and like don't cheat on your partner, you dirty bitch.
Oh, I love it, dirty.
Or I mean, do cheat on your partner. I don't know if they're into it. Some people are into it. I always do find it very interesting because it's such a taboo like subject, but honestly, the more couples, and now I have never been a couple who's tried it, but I've also been single for 12 years. But I think now I would be a couple who would try it.
Totally. Sex should be fun. Sex is fun. Like,
yeah, but before I think I was so rigid about things.
I think you just got to get more comfortable with the idea, and like the idea of sex and possession is a big thing, I think, within our society.
Oh,
so,
110%. You said you threw up on it, Jay.
Oh, I thought we were on.
No, we
right past
sliding,
that.
We weren't sliding. No.
I threw up on a dick, and it was during a scene, and I swallowed it back down so no one would see. And as I'm coming off the dick, I'm pulling to make sure there's no chunks, because I was embarrassed. I was like, oh, it just happened so fast, and the dick was so big that luckily no.
But it was actual chunks of like, what did you eat?
Oh, it was definitely the Welch's fruit snacks. You know, I gotta have fruit snacks on set, and so it was like fruit snacking.
I mean, because I've like not like physical chunks, but
so it wasn't horrible.
Well, you're like, it was kind of good. I kind of liked it.
Oh! I'm sorry.
Get out of my house.
I've definitely gagged myself on it, but I've never like had physical food come out.
I mean, I don't have a horrible gag reflex, but sometimes, I mean, I can gag just by breathing through my nose incorrectly.
Do you like deep throating? Does it do anything for you?
If there's a new bottles of poppers, I'll love to deep throat, but like, I kind of just want it in my ass. Like, I'll suck the shit out of your dick, but like, I want you to just fuck me.
I feel like dick sucking is just like a preparation to get it wet enough to go into the hole.
Most people are like, God, just...
Is it not?
I mean, don't ask me. I'm agreeing.
What are we wasting our time with the oral sex for? I'm like, get to it. The oral sex should only just be to like a preparation, in my eyes.
Just to get the tip wet.
Yeah.
So you can go, raw.
Yeah.
That's really about it. I mean, I've bled on people, I've shit on people, and I've thrown up on people. What more do you want from me in bloopers?
Yeah, I've definitely pooped on some people. Bambino brought me my own poop one time on his finger.
Who? What? Time out.
If you don't know Bambino, he's got like a Coke can sized penis, like that's what he's known for. It's just like massively huge. And we were doing an anal scene that day, and like it was funny too because the scene called for like me being like, oh my god, it's so big, I can't. And I'm like, haha, it is so big, I can't. Like it's huge. But we did because, you know, your butt stretches. And it goes bigger than you think it does.
Oh,
you know?
honey, I'm well aware.
Yeah.
I wish it could get a little smaller.
But yeah, so I guess he had stretched me out so much, and no matter how clean I was, he still like rattled some things loose. And so he like brought me it over on my finger, and he was like, what is this? What did you eat? And I was like, we're not discussing it. It doesn't matter what it is. The conversation isn't gonna happen. So put my poop down, and we moved on. But yeah.
Nope.
Oh, you don't have any good cum stories?
Oh, I mean, my cum's not very fun, and...
You don't have fun cum?
No, it's kind of like a dribbler.
Oh, you're a dribbler.
I mean, every once in a while it'll shoot, and that surprises me. I'm like, oh, well, look at you, fucking champ!
On set the other day, I was working with, it was me and my guy, it was Nathan Bronson, and then the other girl and her guy, and you know, at the end of it, it's basically just like whatever guy comes first, you come, and then you wait for the other guy, and then the scene's over. So her guy had already come, and we're waiting for my guy to come, and so they're just kind of like off in the background, just kind of like being there, you know?
Yeah.
And my guy came, and he like shot across the room, and it like landed on the other guy, and all I see is the other guy, his name's Jack Vegas, and he just like, ah, 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 and my guy's over there like, ha 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 ha. Luckily, the cameras were only zoomed in on us two females and our faces in the middle.
Of course.
So they didn't catch all of it. But I'm like, that would have been great for a porn blooper.
I mean, that is an amazing porn
Nothing
blooper.
that straight men hate more than
Than
getting another
guy's
man's cum
cum.
on them, which I think is hilarious.
I mean, it's...
I'm like, sweetheart, I'm covered in cum every day. Get over it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's it for today.
Yeah.
So if you liked what you saw, you can click subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Bye,
Bye,
y'all.
guys.